What's going on YouTube? It's your boy RTY here, and today I'm here to bring you guys a gameplay video. We are going to be playing Red Green Law versus Red Blue VIVI. This is funny how it happened. Actually, I was just playing some sim and ended up running into a local who is playing VIVI. So this isn't a match you get to see every day, so I'm excited to bring it to you. I was playing Red Green Law, you know, like I saw this deck that won the regional and really wanted to try it and get some games in with it. It's a very interesting deck. I wasn't playing during OP1, OP02, so it was like my first time like genuinely playing it. So I'm excited to play it, give it a try out. So yeah, as you can see, the VIVI player is playing a very interesting build as well, playing some cards you also don't ever see. So this game is going to be pretty fun. As you can see, my hand was actually like really ridiculously good, so for starting out. So we're just gonna go ahead and just build our board with 1-drops after we play the Dodon on turn 1. Do some searching, establish our searchers for next turn. Yeah, and then he's gonna put a Dawn on Sentamaru, cheat out a Pacifista, give it rush, swing 6, and pass turn. So that's kind of like the build. This build is all about, like, I think cheating things out like Jinbei into another card, etc., and doing it with same thing with Sentamaru and Pacifista. So here we go. We are on our 6th on turn. We're gonna go ahead and search, and we're gonna grab the Blocker Law. It was between Blocker Law or Cavendish, but I think Blocker Law is definitely the right move here. But like I said, first time on this deck, so we are just trying to decipher, like, you know, what's the best route here. So we're gonna keep our Bonnie back, bounce it back to hand, establish a Zoro, and yeah, now we can start trying to swing and like clear bodies. So we're just gonna swing 6 at this Pacifista, see if he counters. You know, he draws. The thing about VIVI is she draws a lot of cards, right? Generally she's drawing a card per turn. So yeah, we're just gonna go swing 6, he's gonna counter, then we're gonna swing 8, and at this point I'm demanding 2 cards. That's actually too many cards for him, and then pass. So yeah, right now we're doing some stuff. I'm not used to having a bounce back like the colors and paying attention to the colors. This match was actually played on my stream, which is why you guys can see my webcam down below, but I was actually too locked in and like not actually commentating my gameplay throughout this game, from how locked in I was. So that's why I decided to do a voiceover. So he's gonna swing at the Zoro. I'm just gonna give him the Zoro, then swing at life. We'll take again, and I ended up getting another Zoro. We're gonna go for the Bonnie search again, find another Blocker Law. That's officially 3. We've seen 3 Blocker Laws already, which is pretty crazy. Bounce the Bonnie back to hand. This was a misplay. I should have bounced the Dawn back because I wanted to play Blocker Law. I wanted to redo the play again, right? I wanted to play Blocker Law, bounce Bonnie back, play Zoro, and I still can. No, I still can't, but I can, like, I have to change my play here a little bit off of that misplay, which is rather unfortunate, but I think we're able to stabilize here a little bit here. Go into, I mean, it has to be the Zoros at this point. You said you have so many cards in hand. Holy crap, I do have a lot. That's why I keep bouncing back the Bonnie. But I just kind of choked to bounce back the wrong colors. You guys can see I just type it in chat. Just deciding, yeah, and instead of the Zoro, we're actually just gonna go ahead and play the Luffy, which is fine. We're gonna try again to clear board. I'm gonna swing 8 at the Pacifista again. He gives it, and then I think I wasn't sure on Sentamaru if he plays it from hand or trash, so I had to like double check. So yeah, we're just gonna swing 8 at the Sentamaru. That's demanding a lot of cards, but I gotta let it go so that way he is no longer cheating out Pacivistas. Then pass. So right now we're in a pretty good position. The one thing about VIVI that will always hurt this deck is leader not being able to swing. But immediately he's back into cheating more cards out and then giving it rush. So he gives the Kuma rush, and he's just gonna swing a lot into my Luffy. And I decide to block, which I think is correct, especially since I have another chump blocker in my hand, as well as a 3-cost chopper as well if I want to go that route. And I'm going on Tindon as well, so a lot of things we can do here. I'm just playing Bonnie Search a lot because I'm searching for, or I'm trying to keep my board even on red versus green, right? Like playing the Nami doesn't help me here because the only thing I could bounce back to play green would be my blocker law, and I obviously need that. So we're gonna go the original route: bounce back, blocker law, play Zoro, bounce back, play blocker law, bounce back, Bonnie, play Zoro. And like this is the loop that red green law can do. As you can see, I have so many cards in hand because I've just been able to protect my searchers every turn. And at this point, I'm just like, all right, I keep swinging into board, but I'm not swinging at life. So like, what does this VV ever have to worry about? I have to remember that I am red green law. I am a deck that has a lot of swings, and you know, the only reason why we swung at board last turn was to stop the Pacifista from cheating, or the Sentamara from cheating out Pacivistas. But now that that's a threat, I don't think he can ever outvalue me, like outrace me on the board. So now I'm just gonna start swinging at life and kind of force him to have to swing into my board, right? Unfortunately, kind of I get punished, right? I should have done my swings first before I done all of this. Get hit with a gravity blade trigger, and it gets my chopper blocker out, but we're fine because it's just how much Don we have up, right? We could just play another chopper blocker as well. Yeah, so we're just gonna swing 5. Just play very low committal on our Don here. Gives us a 1k. Yep, and we're just trying to decide what the best play is here from here on out. We have 6 Dawn to spend. Yeah, so we're just gonna play Restand Law, and we're gonna swing 7. Again, we wanted to play aggro at this point in the time of game, and we get a bad kick course mana out of it too. So like that's a good card to get out of hand now. 3 life. They're sitting at 6 cards in hand, but I'm also sitting at a lot of cards in hand, and he plays 10 cost Shanks to deal with my blocker law. That is my second blocker law already, so rather unfortunate, but we are going to counter. He's going to swing 5. We're going to swing 5. We got to keep our board here. Yeah, so now we can Bonnie search again, find another blocker law or a Cavendish. We're gonna obviously, of course, elect to take the blocker law. We're just gonna keep going for this route. So now this Nami is actually gonna get bounced back to hand. So we gotta activate its main before we bounce it back to hand. He says you are him this game. 3 blocker law. Yep. I mean, I've played Bonnie like every turn, so it's like not surprising. Bounce back to Nami, play blocker law, bounce back Bonnie, and then play. We can only play a 3 cost, so we're gonna play the chopper blocker. Yeah, and then now we just kind of start swinging, right? Now he's kind of low cards in hand. 4 swings here is a lot for him to deal with. So yeah, we're just gonna swing 7. I think we're just gonna swing 7s and 8. So 3 7s and an 8, like that is so hard for almost any deck to play with, no matter how many cards you have in hand. So yeah, swinging the first 7, he takes. Thinking it over, but it should be 7 7 7 8. Right, we're just gonna try to hit his hands, either hit his hand size really low or hit him down to 0 here. Is the goal. He takes. Swing 7 again. He counters. And we swing 8. So he gave me 2 cards for that 7. and then we pass. So we have 2 blockers up. We have blocker law and blocker chopper up. There's no real way for him to be able to clear our board and our also be aggressive to our life. Then he hits us with a pudding. Really unfortunate. We had so many cards in hand. As you can see, I was like, huh, that is a blue card that I did not play around. But like, you're just like not supposed to play around it, I think, with this deck for sure. Like, playing around it does nothing for you. And then so he spends the 2 Dawn, give it rush. We are gonna let the Zoro go. Just because I got pudding. If I didn't get pudding, I'd obviously like counter out as much as I can here. But he's going to try to clear this Luffy. I'm obviously gonna block that. And then I have the counter in hand. I'm trying to bait him to turn everybody, like turn all his bodies. But instead he just chooses to go 6 at life. And at this point he's at no life, 1 blocker, and I have Rush Luffy on board, which says I don't care about your blocker. So my mind is set towards that. Now here is a misplay for sure though. I should have swung my blocker law, my restand law, and my leader first, but instead I choose to build my board like this, and then I swing my Luffy first. Now this could have been scary, because I just swing 12-12. He has 2 Dawn up, so this actually gets me the double rad beams with no Dawn up. And then I just play restand law, bounce it, swing 12 again. But he definitely, there is a world where that misplay could have lost me that game, I think. Fortunately enough, that was not it though, and we're able to get through and win with red green law against VIVI. So super fun game. Like I said, I didn't upload the VOD directly from Twitch because I was just locked in the entire time and like super focused in such a fun game. That meta was super fun, or that meta seems like, if those decks were to ever be meta, that would be super fun. But yeah, that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll catch you later. Peace.